It's week 8 of the 2024 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Packers and the Jags. All that and more coming up next.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. And so good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. You know, partner, sometimes teams get off to slow starts, and that's the case for these teams we're going to see here. Both under 500. Not critical yet, but you can't wait too long to try and get this thing turned around.
And I know it sounds crazy, Mike, but here we are, and it's only October. There's a long way to go. But this feels like a really important game, and I think that was the sense that both coaches told us all week when we had a chance to meet with them. They said, we're not trying to panic. We're not trying to put the cart before the horse.
Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Richie James now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
At the 40-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to pick up the first down and more. Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To the air again. Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll work now on second and 4. Hurts again. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls.
This one is pulled in on the feet inbounds. Yes! Heenan Allen. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's his second touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Eric Gray to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Now, a second down throw for Smith. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Smith gonna look deep, looking for more. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Geno. Off he goes. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He's got his man, that's Slayton, and he's going to be taken down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Packers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. He's been a machine in the red zone here first couple of months of the season. In fact, leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's to the tight end, Stover.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll let one go deep for Kirk.
If they don't end up winning this game, Mike, they're going to look back on that missed throw as being really the biggest reason why. They're just able to connect on that play. Not only is it a big play, but I think they find themselves with an opportunity for a walk-off touchdown.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Packers offense ready for their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now, Gino. That's caught left side by Otten. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The throw on the run is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Smith. It is brought in the end zone. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 14, Jaguars 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's James. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Jaguars offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. On 2nd down, Hurts. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Etienne.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. So after one, it's the Packers on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Second and 7. They go play action with Smith. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Slayton is the man in motion. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Jags offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 37-yard line.
Allen in motion. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
That's complete to ETN. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That's on the tackle, Jawan Taylor. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. The next drive about ready to commence. Want to remind you it's coming up in primetime this week. Tonight on Sunday Night Football, two teams with plenty of playoff history, both historically and recently. The Cowboys and the Niners from Santa Clara, followed tomorrow night with Monday Night Football, the blue-collar team. The Giants and the Steelers meet up in Pittsburgh with kickoff time at 8:15 Eastern. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
1st and 10. Play action now. It's Gino. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, Smith. Catch made by Pickens. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Here's Fournette, and he will have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. They'll run with Fournette, and he'll take this down to about the 15. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Smith, nowhere to go. He is taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting set to get back to work. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A throw on the move is caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
This run straight ahead for Etienne. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
Brings up third down.
Once again, it's Etienne. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Throw right side to Olave. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll be second down. To throw is Hurts. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Hurts working in the pistol. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If your quarterback is going to make a habit, Mike, of operating outside the numbers or the outer third of the field, you better neutralize the EMO. So what EMO stands for is the end man on the line. It could be a defensive end, a linebacker, or any walked-up perimeter player who is responsible for setting the edge. You have to get them accounted for, because if not, you better keep your quarterback in the pocket, or else you're going to suffer a lot of sacks.
On third down, it's Hurts. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. Check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in our studios with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Kenneth Gainwell, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, we'll take the trip across Lake Erie to Cleveland to check in on the Browns at home at the Dog Pound. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Matthew Stafford leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy, close to 300 yards passing there. It was a veteran, Leonard Fournette, with the strong first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Gray going to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
The Jaguars offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Now Hurts taking off, taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does, takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
He'll run again. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll run it here with ETN. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what...
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Smith. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They put Pickens in motion. On the ground, it's Fournette. And And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
To throw, it's Smith. They'll look to set up the screen here. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
The home team's offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll run. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
A first down throw for Hurts. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's to the tight end, Stover. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and long. Hurts. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars move out in front 20-17.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Oh, yeah. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's second and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's a second and 3 forthcoming. Schultz is the motion man. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A gain there of 11. First down, Packers. On play action, Smith. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. They'll run here. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. He'll take off again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain. 2nd down and 8. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction. defense. Still second down.
They'll run. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll stick to the ground.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on fourth down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6, or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one online, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
I fumbled the football. The Jaguars have it.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They go play action with Smith. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On first down, it's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On second down, Hurts. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hurts to throw. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Jaguars ready to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. On the return, it's Moore. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is brought in. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making. And I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
Geno now on 1st and 10. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll come up now for 2nd down. From the shotgun, Smith. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Geno to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
On the return, here's James. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. 2 timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game.
Harrison Butler.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with first and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's complete to ETN. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Here's Cam Akers for the first time. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts working in the pistol. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A loss of 7.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Here's Hurts. Got it into the hands of Olave. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes fourth down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out first down and 10. he'll get it into the hands of Slayton. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. Moore going in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner. After this, here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Gino. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Jags offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, a loose football. The Packers have it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
I'll give on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This one to win it in overtime.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.